Hi, welcome back to Community Hotline. Glad you stayed with us. Now we're going to be talking with a couple of people from Eastco Screen Imprints. And I know we normally talk with just nonprofit organizations, and this sounds like a business, which it is, but there is a nonprofit component to it that you're going to hear all about. We're going to start out by talking with Cindy Main, who's a quality control for Eastco, and Dan Klein, the supervisor. Thanks for being here, both of you. Dan, maybe you could start out a little bit. Tell us about Eastco and how this business and nonprofit organization works.
Well, Eastco Screen Imprints started with Eastco Diversified Services back in the late 60s. Barbara Place was a concerned parent with a child who was disabled, developmentally disabled. And she found, especially as her child grew, there were fewer and fewer resources. It was great when they were in school, sort of, but little by little, as the child got older, fewer and fewer things were available. So she started the nonprofit to both add some vocational and social dimensions to her child's life. And she got together with other parents who were in a similar situation. The screen shop came out in about the 80s because the Eastco Diversified had grown, and we wanted more opportunities and more training ability, and also the glamour of screen printing, if you will, kind of fun. And a lot of our clients
there, and
exactly. A lot of our trainees and clients were really interested in it. So about 84, 85, it started. Interestingly enough, I was there. I've kind of gone full circle. I helped start it back then, Margot, and kind of just recently came back, and they were looking for somebody to fill in, so I'm back there.
So you're supervising. Is Cindy somebody that actually works for you?
Yes, indeed. Cindy works 3 days a week. We have 6 different trainees. Some work 5 days, some only 2. And they all do a variety of things, everything from janitorial to David Brong, who is our lead printer. They
do all aspects.
Fill up the day, all aspects of it,
So Cindy, tell me what is your job as quality control? What does that mean?
I do boats and stuff, and I do screens, take them down.
You work with the screens themselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do bolts and screws.
Now what is that?
During the, if the center...
I don't know the business.
Right. Well, the center is a voc, or sometimes referred to as a sheltered workshop. It's actually a voc center.
Oh, okay, okay.
So sometimes they get overloads. So right now, for example, we're doing assembly kits because they have more work than they need.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, we can't send our shirts over there for them to print. They're not set up for that. But so we help out if we're slow enough, if we don't have enough to do. So that's what she's referring to when I'm talking about assembling different kits. Over at the center, they do various kinds of packaging, coordinating of different, collating rather, paperwork and so on and so forth to send out. We're about to get a little busier here. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep doing that. But another aspect of, about what you do is the folding.
I do the folding
You fold the T-shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I bet you got darn good at that, huh?
Yeah.
So how long have you been there, Cindy?
Oh, how
long? You started with Eastco. Remember we were talking when you were a child, actually, about 10 or 11.
You were 10 or 11 when you started there?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was at the center, Eastco Diversified.
Okay.
And then I think you've been with the screen shop over 20 years.
That's a long time. That's a long time. They must like what you do.
Yeah.
You must be a good employee. So tell me about your day when you come to work. What's the first thing that you do when you come to work?
I help come in, say good morning to everybody.
I bet you get to be friends with everyone there.
Yeah.
Huh? So there's some social aspect to it. So you get meet some good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get to work. But is it every day the same thing, or does it change every day?
Kind of change.
Yeah. I think some days we're going to see some change here in the spring because that's when screen printers get really busy, and you never know what you're going to be printing next. Screen printing has quite a history too. But you mentioned the social aspect, and one great thing that we're able to do is get people in the community. One of our trainees, Billy, He is going to All About Auto. He is going to Second Nature Dog Food next door.
And doing what there?
They love to have him visit for a few minutes every day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So he goes over, gets a cup of coffee.
Oh, so
at
they're
All About.
close by.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
So we do the shirts for Bella Cupcake here in Gresham.
Yeah. Yeah,
Of course,
we
that
do.
that requires delivery, right?
Yeah.
So we send everybody over with the shirts and
And come back with
sometimes-
cupcakes.
yeah. Sometimes you get a free cupcake.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
nice. Yeah,
yes,
good
it's
cupcakes.
true. So we really appreciate the support of the community, not only in terms of giving us business, but just interacting with the folks that we have there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we do dog shirts sometimes for guard dogs.
Right, right. We've done those. I have a few samples if you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
look
let's
at a
see
few.
some. Yeah,
Sure.
I'd love to.
We mostly print apparel. You can print just about anything that doesn't move as far as screen printing goes, but we stick mostly to apparel.
Okay.
Actually, we do some bags. This is just a basic
that's a
tote
nice
bag.
So yeah, let's
Yeah, we did it
pull
for
up the
one of
handle
the
here so we can see
conference.
that.
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's nice. So if somebody wanted their bag printed with the logo, in the
Definitely.
business, I
yeah.
remember that.
We
Okay.
can handle that. And then we have a variety of shirts too, and these are just some things that we've been working on recently. The Hollydale Nature Group.
Oh, that's nice.
Go
Growing.
out and do some
Oh
planting.
yeah, so that's pretty. I love that color.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know where. I assume Hollydale is local. I wish I'd had time to look it up.
Hollydale,
Then the
yes.
Fort Stevens Park out here. This is kind of hard to see. This is the
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Russell Battery.
That's cool.
It's the only place that was ever attacked by the Japanese, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they actually
Fort
threw a
Stevens.
few bombs during World War II at this. They thought it was worth hitting. This is a new shop up in Welsh's, I believe, or in that area.
Oh wow.
Mountanology.
You guys do some
And
good
these
work,
guys,
huh?
yeah, they've opened
Yeah.
up a nice board
Yeah.
shop, so they've got their sweatshirt through us, and
Nice,
we're
I like
very
that.
pleased to have it. And one more,
Okay.
this tells you a little bit about how we set up designs.
Oh, okay.
This is Life Song. It's called it's a multicolor, and it's also called a blend. We blend the inks within the
So
screen.
yeah, from dark to
You
light.
can see we got our little targets up here that we register
Huh.
with and everything. So it's
And
kind
I
of
hope you match the inks too.
definitely. You're very good at you. We actually Gary is the guy there with the color
He's
thing.
good, huh?
Yeah, we have one guy just amazingly good with matching colors.
Some people have
And then just
talent.
finally, you can also get things like
Oh,
iPhone
yeah.
pads
Oh,
or
nice. iPad.
Kindle
yeah,
pads,
that's
so on and
nice.
so
Oh,
forth.
those are cool.
Yeah, I love Gresham too.
There you go. We brought a little bit. You brought a little video. Maybe we can take a look at that. Do you need to show some of the people there at
Yeah,
work? So maybe
yeah.
we can bring that up on the screen. We can take a look at that and
Yeah.
see some of the folks that are working there at
Yeah.
Eastco.
Yeah,
Screen printing has quite the history.
yeah.
It was developed by the Chinese about 1,000 years ago
Wow. Oh,
with
so-
silk. They had silk, and that's why it's silk screen, still called that.
Makes sense.
And it took a long time to get to Europe, but the Japanese used human hair instead
wow.
of silk. They
Wow.
didn't have silk, so they made their
Wow,
screens out of
that's
human
amazing.
hair. And it mostly had art applications until about the 1900s.
Okay. Oh, let's-
Eastco Screen Imprints is a full-service screen print shop that provides training and a workplace for special needs people in our community. We focus on teamwork and customer satisfaction. If you need t-shirts, hats, or accessories for your company, school, family, or event, call Eastco at 665-503-665-7233 or go to eastcods.org. Get your printing done right and be a part of change in someone's life.
Nice.
Yeah,
There you were.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were the star already there, huh?
definitely.
So this you go here 3 days a week to Eastco, and you
Yeah.
live close by,
yeah.
fairly close by. Yeah. Do you get there?
148.
Yeah. Do you get there on the bus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lift bus.
Does Eastco? What other things do you do with people? I mean, you talked about the social interaction. I mean, are you able to help them figure out things like the bus system and how to get to work and that kind
Oh,
of thing?
exactly. Yeah, that's an important part of it. Eastco sponsors a number of group homes and individual residences.
Oh, okay.
So we're not just vocational; we're residential and social. Now, with social, we coordinate with Special Olympics, Elks Club,
Yeah.
a variety of groups that sponsor events.
So you have some
Cindy,
community
basketball.
partners.
Cindy
Yeah.
plays basketball. She's
Yeah,
a bowler.
yeah.
And horseback riding's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
In April.
You're involved with the Special Olympics
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
know-
some of it's through Special Olympics. Sometimes it's Elks Club, for example, sponsors a dance. So we make sure we connect with anybody and everybody who's doing anything that brings people together.
Good. For example, the Sunday the 16th, there will be the opening ceremony and competition at Conestoga Middle School for Cindy's basketball tournament.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good job. What do you play? Are you the center or are you the guard? You play anything.
She's a shooter.
She's a shooter, huh?
She's got 25 shots a game, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You probably beat the pants off me, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Good
She
for
wanted to
you.
do a pickup game before we came on, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
wouldn't let
right
her.
across the
I
street
didn't want
there.
her to show me up.
You don't want to embarrass yourself. So what's your favorite part of working at Eastco?
Like helping everybody out.
Yeah. Oh, it feels good to have a job and, you
Yeah.
know, make a living and
Yeah.
contribute to, you know, contribute to the community. Yeah.
Paychecks are important.
Yeah,
It's a lot of pride. A lot of pride involved in that. And a lot of pride to see, well, thanks to your help, see us doing this. But also you, after a while, you walk around and you start seeing shirts you printed or folded on somebody. And I did that.
Yeah. And it was a darn good job.
Yeah.
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 That's right.
Yeah, you take some pride in that,
Yep.
don't you? Yeah, I imagine
Absolutely.
you do. So, how can people in the community help? Obviously, if they own a business, or even if they're a personal person, maybe working on a fundraiser or something, and they need some shirts or hats printed or whatever, Eastco is an option.
Well, that's certainly a big help.
Yeah.
And, you know, all we ask is, I mean, we've been a part of the landscape for a long time. And so far, the community of Gresham has been just great to us.
Good.
So there are no issues there. But, you know, keep an open mind to everybody you meet. You know, the folks that work there, they have challenges.
Yeah.
There's no hiding it. We don't talk around it.
Yeah.
But those challenges are always outmatched by their aspirations. I mean, people, you look deep and you always see that there's something more in that person. So
There's
I
always-
guess that's the more general message. But
Well,
in the
and they're
meantime,
not-
give us the business. We'll take
Well,
it.
yeah, give you the business.
And I was born in Germany.
You were born in Germany. See, there's something about
Yeah. Her father was an
Fascinating,
Air
we didn't
Force Air Force pilot,
Yeah.
stationed in Germany.
Yeah.
Met your mom there, and then you moved back to the States very young, right?
Yeah.
3, 4 years old.
So everybody has a story.
Yeah.
Everybody has a story they can tell. So take the time to find out
With
about
me,
it.
my buddy Donna, and my sister Bonnie born in Germany.
Really?
And
Okay.
Vicky born in Klamath Falls.
Klamath
Okay.
Falls, okay.
Great.
Germany sounds very exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you funded?
Well,
Are you supporting through the business?
well, we're a private nonprofit. I just supervise the shop. I don't really know the connection.
all the
There
development.
are some state funds attached
Okay,
to
grants and
the
stuff.
individual, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
But I'm not really an expert on that. We tend to make money off
Yeah,
of our shirts.
good,
and
good.
That's how we try
Well,
to
you've
fund
been around a
ourselves.
long time,
I don't know if
obviously
we
you wouldn't have
always
been
even
around.
out or
Yeah.
not. You know, sometimes we make enough profit that it covers everything. The vocational, or excuse me, the residential segment is kind of another type of funding and another set of funds
Right,
for that.
right.
So,
So, Cindy, do you live in housing provided by Eastco?
Yeah.
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 A good,
Yeah.
good place to live. They take care
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, congratulations to you for having been at your job for
Yeah.
over 20 years. That's pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. You should be proud of that.
I am.
Yeah. And good luck with your basketball
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see you play sometime. So
Yeah.
maybe you come out closer to this part of town. Maybe I can see
Yeah.
you play sometime. I'd like it. But I am not going to play you because I am not a good
way.
basketball player.
I wouldn't advise it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Cindy, for being on.
Yeah.
Dan, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate
you.
it. And if
Thank
you
you
are
very
a
much.
business or individual with an organization here in East County or anywhere in the Portland metro area, I imagine, feel free to call Eastco. There'd be a good place to get some products, and you'd be helping out people like Cindy who you know,
Yeah.
have a good job and would like
Yeah.
to keep it. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching this episode of Community Hotline. We'll be right back in a few minutes,
Yeah.
so don't go away.